My dearest Albina, it is New Year's and I'm spending it by writing to you. Albina, I'm surely nuts about you. So long, sugar, and I'll be writing again soon. You're always in my heart. From your soldier, all my love, Jed. My father bought a business in this town of Bolus, Minnesota, which was about 10 miles south of Little Falls, where I was born. My father had a store, a grocery store, and when I was, younger, I always helped as much as I could in the store when I got old enough, I liked it. I loved retail, selling. The depression didn't seem to bother me any because, like I say, we never were in need of anything that I can remember. It seemed like everybody was in the same position. Nobody had too much, and we didn't know the difference. I never wanted for anything. I had a cousin who lived in Minneapolis, and she wrote me a letter and said that if I wanted to come and stay with her, I could live with her. She would find me a job, and I could live with her, and that was in Minneapolis. And I remember my father did not want me to go to the big city. He said the big city would just wouldn't be good for me. And I said, why not? I said, I can't find work around here, just little jobs for selling ice cream cones and things like that for maybe $5 a week. So my cousin did get me a job in Kresge's dime store, and it was located on 7th and Nicollet in Minneapolis, one of the busy streets, and it was a busy place, but I loved it there. I met these two guys. They were twin brothers. And at first I liked the one that I didn't marry. I liked him first because he seemed to be more outgoing and more fun, So I did a few things with him, and then one day his brother said to me, where do you work? He said. I said, I work in Minneapolis. Well, how do you get there? He said. I said, streetcar, because that's what I rode in those days, streetcar. And he said, well, I drive, and I work in Minneapolis too. And he asked me where I worked. I told him, the street. And he said, I go right by there every day. He told me he worked on Hennepin Avenue somewhere, just a little past. I worked on Nicollet, he worked on Hennepin. So he offered, he said, well, you could ride with me. I wouldn't mind. He said, so I said, well, I'll try it, He started asking me to go out. We went out and went to movies and went out to eat once in a while and things like that. Went to dances quite often at the prom ballroom. Then he had to go into the service, and he asked me if I would be willing to marry him and wait for him till he came back. And I said, yes, I would. And all the while he was gone, he wrote me letters. Because I know I had several girlfriends and they were jealous of me because they had boyfriends in the service. And they'd only hear from them once in a while. And I was always getting to the point where I didn't want to tell them when I get a letter. My dearest Albina, somewhere in North Africa. I'm fine, but miss you terribly. Seems you are on my mind every minute. I'm not concentrating on my work. I can say without hesitation that your letters are as important to me as the meals I eat. A beautiful sunset is just stealing over the horizon, and as I sit here and look out my window toward distant Scotfield, the beautiful colors, as they deepen, awaken a spirit of lonesomeness for all of my loved ones. I sure hope this damn thing ends before long so I can be with you and enjoy life and relax once in a while. My darling Albina, I've been so blue and half disgusted for the past few days. I've hesitated to write for fear I'd say something I didn't want to say. Honey, I get so lonesome for you at times. I feel there isn't anything more than to be with you. But then I stop and think of the hundreds of other fellows who are in the same boat, both friends and enemies, and the necessity for striving to do my best, that this war may soon be ended for myself and the rest of the poor devils, if I may use the expression, who must be away from those they love, but at least I can tell my children, or rather, my dear our children, that I did my measure, that they might live in a country from tyranny and unhappiness. It was hard for me to realize that he missed me so much. It was hard for me to, I didn't realize that he missed me that much. So when I'd get a letter from him and read all these things, it made me very happy, you know, to think that I had something to live for, to wait for.